Hey everybody, it's Katie. Want to make a zine? Let's do it. So before we begin, I want to show you a little zine that I created when I went to a zine making workshop at a place called Revolve here in Asheville, North Carolina. This is a studio space and a gathering space. They do all sorts of art things, and they were offering a zine workshop. And so I signed up because I had been wanting to make zines for quite a while, and I was super excited about it. So what they did was just show us how to do it on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. They had some limited supplies like magazines that we could cut out, some markers and pencils and that kind of thing. So we kind of had to be creative with what we were doing, and I just fell in love with it. So that is why I want to show you how to do it. So I'm going to use a larger piece of paper. This is about 24 by 16 inches. It's a little thicker as well. I just wanted to create a bigger one for you guys here. So all you're going to do is fold your piece of paper in half. And again, if you're using smaller printer paper, that's fine too. You can follow the same method here. So fold it in half long ways, and then fold it in half the other way, and in half one more time. And then you're gonna create a bunch of different sections here when we unfold it, and you'll see. And just make sure you're creasing as you go here as well as you can. Okay, so then you should come out with 8 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then fold it in half again. Grab a pair of scissors, and then you're not going to cut on that open side. You're going to cut on the folded side. Okay, and then just cut halfway in where that first crease is. There you go. And then when you open it back up, kind of do this little foldy doodad here and squish it into itself. Like that. And then you can fold it over, and then you will have the makings of your zine. It'll start feeling like a book. And again, just go over the creases as you can. There you go. You have a bunch of pages. So I'm going to show you it one more time. After you make the cut, cut the folded edge, not the open edge. Open your paper back up, and then fold it to kind of get a diamond shape there, and then fold it over, and then you have the pages of your book. And then it's helpful to, with pencil, kind of mark your pages. So like here I put an F for front, and then I'm going to number my pages, and I'll show you why here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then B for the back. All right, and then it's time for the fun part. So I am primarily going to use markers when I do this, and I am using the, they're just called art markers. There's a bunch of different colors, so I'm just having fun with that. I'll speed up my video here. It's super simple. I'm just like kind of scribbling at it and adding different colors, just having some fun. Not trying to make anything too perfect here. All right, so that's kind of my front page going on here. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna open up the paper, and this is why we numbered them, so you can kind of have an idea when you're coloring them in, what page you're working on. But by opening it up, you can just kind of be a little more free with it all. So yeah, you can see I'm kind of going crazy with those markers, but each page is a little bit different. I kind of knew before I started that I was going to do some wording on top of each page, so I tried to leave a little bit of space to do so, to overlap the markers a little bit. And at this point, if you want to take a sneak peek at your zine, it's really starting to come together now, and you can kind of flip through the pages and see how it's going to look. And I'm going to take a quick minute to go back over some of the pages and add a little more of the black marker. I find that the contrast with the black marker really makes a difference with the details of each page. All right, opening up the zine again, I have decided to add a little bit of paint just to add a little extra dimension, a little points of intrigue here with the paint. So I just have a couple colors that I'm dabbling in, not a lot. I don't want the pages to wrinkle or anything like that, so I'm just adding a little bit here and there. And last but not least, a little bit of dripped paint all around. And I'll let that dry before moving on. All right, now I'm gonna start adding some text. I'm gonna slow the video down here as I get started with this first page. I am putting together this zine for submission into a place called Art Play here in Asheville. They are doing a zine exhibition on resilience. So all the zines being submitted have something to do with resilience, and I wanted to make sure I was involved, and I created one as well. So that's what my pages will all be about. You'll see that I use a couple different things for the text on this zine. I did find some old press-on letters that are just priceless, I think. So I thought I would incorporate those in here. And you can see I'm using the Posca acrylic pen here. And I'm not trying to make anything look too perfect. It's kind of my style to be a little messy, a little loose with my, my handwriting. And I had thought about some text before I recorded this video, so I kind of knew the direction I was going with all of this. And I am just taking some time to add some final details to this cover page. And I know I can always come back later and add any more little details or scribbles that I want. I'll give you guys a close-up here. All right, and then I will speed up the video for some of the following pages. All right, and I usually say that you can't really mess up with this abstract work, but when you're adding words and letters, and you are like me, you spell words wrong a lot, or you just get in the zone and you're not paying attention. So that happens, and all you do is you keep going. I just tore a little piece of a Post-it note that I had. I stuck it on with a little bit of glue, and then I'm just gonna write over it, make my little correction there, and keep going. And I did it again. I messed up my wording here. I had already used this word and I meant to use something else. So I, again, just tore another piece of that Post-it note, put some glue on the back and covered it up. Easy peasy. Fix it up and then continue to just proceed right on top there. And it's all good. Because I want this zine to be a little extra special, since I am submitting it and someone possibly will be purchasing it, I'm going back again just to add some more details, little things that I think are going to add a little bit of interest, some more layers to the piece. And then I am going back, anything that I stuck on the piece, which isn't that much in this case, but some of these little stickers, I'm going to add a little dab of glue underneath them just to make sure they are extra secure. I'm continuing to add a little bit of detail throughout the zine, and then taking some time to tape and or glue anything that may be sticking up. Some of those pages, weren't the folded pages, so they can lift up. So I did take some time to add some clear tape around those. And then because this paper is a little thicker, some of my folds weren't exact. So I'm gonna, any of the pages that are still open, I'm gonna go back and just add some detail, because then when the book is closed, you can kind of see those little details peeking out. And I think that's really important, kind of fun. Just adding any last details, looking through it a couple more times here. And then this, my friends, is the final product. I hope you all enjoyed the process of me showing you how to make zines. I will be making many more. They were super fun. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and here is some information of how to learn more about me and my work. Have a great day, everyone.